and we have Mr. Superman himself. Bryce is here. Hey, Bryce, how you doing?
Hey, he's in the house.
Hang on,
Awesome.
I'm going to stop sharing. Where is Mr. Bryce? I saw him just pop in. There he is. Hey, what's up, man? Hang on, let me
Hey,
make you
thank you
a
so much for
co-host.
your patience.
It's
Our
all good.
patience,
It's all
dude. For
good.
you, dude, we'll stand out on the street, man. No probs.
Amazing sound check. Everyone hears me fine, see me fine.
Got you,
All is
mate.
good.
Got you.
I am co-host, so I'm going to be letting people in as we go. Hey, first of all, thank you everyone for being here. Um, Throw something in the chat if you know who White Label Suite is, first of all.
Great idea.
Any signs of life down in the chat is nice. I want to know who knows these guys.
I've heard of
Heard
them.
of them?
Okay, all right, that's good.
Sweet. Love it. Well, you've heard of them because they're amazing people. If you guys don't know what White Label Suite is, they are the source of your leads to fuel your business. Obviously, you guys know CloseBot does no good if you have no leads. If it has no one to talk to and doesn't have context, it's vastly inferior to those who are using the bot to talk to leads, where the bot knows a little bit of context about the person, so it can have a really good, engaging conversation and ultimately close the deal. A lot of the most powerful CloseBot users are using White Label Suite, guys. So I'll let these guys take it away, introduce themselves, and we'll get rolling so you can learn how to supercharge your bots.
Thank you so much, dude. Hey, Bryce, we've got something really cool to share as well about even if you're working. So we know some of the CloseBot guys, like we're seeing 1,000 appointments a day going through CloseBot. Like clearly, there are super users within CloseBot that are working with really high profile businesses that have got amazing lead flow coming through already. We're going to show something where plugging in an additional piece on the side, which goes through White Label Suite, can 10x the value of an existing lead flow. So we'll show you that. We're gonna walk through that when we get to it. So I can't wait to show you, man. Always full of surprises for you guys. So it
Yeah,
should be
man.
great.
No one's seen the stuff, and I sent a couple of snippets to our community, and they were like, "What?
Oh
You
my
didn't even
God.
tell us this was in here."
So
So
good.
very, very excited. All right, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. My name's Johan. This is my business partner Walt, and he is one of the greatest people in the world that I'm privileged to know.
Thank you, man.
Bryce, I just want to say thank you so much. We love you. We honor you. We are going to look after your people. Thank you for giving us the time to
And
present to
that's
your
that's
community.
another thing, guys. That's one of the reasons why they are here and why so few people are brought in to do these kind of talks with us. We can only bring in people that we really know and trust the product and the people, and these are the guys.
Thank you, man.
Thanks,
You're
man.
awesome.
And I love the title. I got to give you kudos, Bryce. This was the coolest title I saw. When I saw it, I went, "Well, did you do this?" He's like, "No, man, that's all
That
Bryce." I'm
was
like, "All
Bryce.
right, sweet. Let's let's feed the bot." Walt, you let people in while I'm just
I
getting
will
this thing
certainly do
kicking off.
that. Yep, absolutely.
Thank you so much, guys. This is the golden age of CloseBot. Yeah, I'm sure Bryce has told you all the new stuff that's coming out, and we believe that Bryce is about to kill it with CloseBot. We're just a little bit of a turbocharge
That's
on top of this. Hey
You
man,
guys are
it's
huge.
true. It's true. And so, why do we partner with CloseBot? Um, we again, we met these guys in Dallas. We've known each other for a long time, and it's just when your values match, when your ethos matches, when your work ethic matches. Like Walt and Bryce, I don't think I've met any other people that work harder than these two guys, and they're always there. They're always serving. So, just wanted to give a big shout out to you guys and the great work you're doing. And Bryce, all of your people are always shouting out the amazing successes that they're having in your group.
I
And
love
when we
it.
see things like, oh my God, 1,136 appointments in one day, we love partnering with great people. So why are you here today? So, thank you again for giving us your time because we really want to show you some stuff that is going to blow your mind. And by the end of this, you're going to be like, wow, I cannot unlearn this stuff. So you have CloseBot, you've got GHL. We want to learn you want to learn how to feed your bots what they crave, which is leads. Because when you have leads in the system, your clients are never, ever, ever going to cancel your service, right? And give your clients what they actually want. And over here, I put an image of a drill in a hole, right? I once went to the shopping center and I said, "Hey, I need to hang the thing up." And this is an old story. This goes back to the 70s. People actually at the end of the day, just want the hole. But in order to get the hole, I had to buy a drill, I had to buy a ladder, I had to buy this, that, just to get that hole so I could hang up the painting. But at the end of the day, no one actually cares. No one cares about us. Nobody cares about the infrastructure that you're building. They just want the end result, which is more clients. So that's the drill in the hole analogy. So we're going to show you how to supercharge your systems and how to become a utility that your clients are never, ever, ever going to cancel. All right. Max Shank is in the house. All right. So what are we going to learn for your business and for your clients? So how to supercharge CloseBot, how to leverage true AI to have contact-aware conversations. Like when you see this, it's a game changer. Well, my screen keeps popping up. If you can let those people in, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I got it, man.
How to hyper personalize is the key to success and deliverability and increase your conversions. How to help your clients with their booking more client meetings, because that's the end result. And then how to do joint ventures with the right companies. And one last thing, guys, usually we teach 3 things, but because you are just crazy smart people, we're going for 6, right? How to leverage influencers to drive quality traffic to your clients' products and services. So, how to supercharge your CloseBot. You guys own a Ferrari. Like, we know that this thing is absolutely crazy. So you've customized it. You've spent the time. You've customized it into a beautiful machine. What happens when you add a supercharger into the mix, which is white label suite, and then get more quality fuel into the engine? You have an amazing experience, and everybody you show this to wants it. I'm not going to give you guys death by PowerPoint. We're going to go into demos, and we're going to show, and we're going to get you guys to interact with us and talk to us about your clients. Who could we fill a room with? Who can we find so that you can now do deals with influencers, etc. So just keep that in mind. That's coming up in a second. Okay. So how to leverage true AI that has contact-aware conversations. CloseBot already has amazing natural conversations with people. The other day, I got an email back, and I had to call Walt and be like, "Walt, is this AI or is this a human or AI?" I'm so confused. I couldn't tell, and I actually put it up inside the CloseBot group, and it was an AI that we had set up. Walt had set up, and he's like, "Dude, that's AI." I'm like, "Man, this is brilliant."
But what was really funny?
What
was really funny was like that's one of our enterprise clients, and we saw that reply coming in because we emailed the client something, right? We emailed the client, and that beautiful reply came back, and we're like, "Wait, is that us?" And we actually had to dig. We're like, "Hey guys, did anybody send that for the client?" No. And it's like back into CloseBot's dashboard, looking at the actual flow, and we're like, "Oh my God, this is like replying to our emails." Just so anyway, it already happens. We love CloseBot. You guys are incredible.
Awesome. So what happens when it knows everything about their business and their achievements? I'm going to show you a video in a second. It builds rapport.
Sorry, I just made a big deal. I just made a big deal of that.
Yes.
But what we're about to show you takes that to the X level, right? And that's why, because we're about to show you when it knows all about the person it's talking to, it's a game changer.
Awesome. So build rapport, build trust, and a wow factor instantly. I'm going to play a quick little video because guess what? When we're doing stuff live, sometimes it's like, oh, click this button, blah, blah, blah. So we recorded this video late last night. So excuse us, we might look a little bit tired. All right, here we go. Let's watch it in action. Press play.
Alrighty, so within the White Label Suite tool, we're going to talk through each one of these different search models, all the ways that you can find leads in just a few moments. But for this piece, I just wanted to show you what we mean by contact-aware conversations. So let me grab some data that I've run already. Here's a whole bunch of lists. Here's some real estate agents as an example, right? So I've got all these real estate agents. I've done these searches, a few days ago, whenever it might have been. And the first thing I want to show you is the AI research that's available within the tool itself. So I've got these guys, I've got a particular company here, and I say, you know what? They're my ideal company. I want to know more about them. So we've got an AI prompt in the background, and you can write your own prompts, okay? Unlimited. But we've got a prompt in the background that's going to do some research on this company. Cool. So it's come back and it said, this is what we found out about this particular business. We've got this information about them. We can see some achievements, etc. We've got information about the company themselves and what they do. So now, of course, we can do that en masse. We can simply select all. This can be running in the background. We'll talk about autopilot in a little bit later on. So now I've got these companies and I've done this research on them. And if I now want to send them across to my CRM, it's going to bring all of this data across with it. So I'm going to say, okay, let's grab somebody from our company. I want the CEO. So I really want to send across the CEO to my CRM. And of course, what's our CRM? It is our GHL account. So that lead now goes straight across into our GHL account. Let's go and have a look. So I'm just going to refresh my contacts list here and we'll see that person come in. So, and there we go. That's the person that we just sent across. That was Jody from Jody Michael. Okay. Now, as we look at this contact, the really cool thing is all of that research we did is right here inside of our GHL account. They're a coaching company specializing in all of that information is right here. Now, this is what we mean by having contact aware conversations. What I'm going to do is, guys, I want to be Jody in this particular example. So I'm going to swap out my email. All right. So I'm Jody for this. Johan, I'm Jody.
Hey, Jody.
All right. So I'll be Jody for this one. Okay. So what makes this work? And I'm about to engage me as Jody. I'm about to engage with this company. And I want to show you how this works inside of CloseBot. So over in CloseBot themselves, in our objectives, there's one piece that makes this work. All right. And that one piece is right here in our objectives where we say this one, be specific about the business. Okay. Now, this is referencing the specific field that we've just loaded with all of that data. Okay. All of that information that we've just sent into the system is being referenced by our CloseBot. So now I'll be Jody. Let's go and opt in. Let's get a coupon or let's download a free report. So over here on my site, I've got a site where I can say, hey, go and opt me in. Now I was Jody in this particular example. Jody, can't remember the last name, but that's okay. Dropping that in. Yes, I want my free coupon. Let's go. And it's going to send it via SMS. All right. So Jody has just opted in. She's just come to our site or she's answered a Facebook ad or she's done something like that. She's in our system and the AI knows about her. So let's go and check my phone. I'm just going to connect to my phone here and make sure we get the messaging here. All right. So here's our message to Jody. Thanks for registering. Here's your coupon. Now, I want to prove that the bot AI knows who it's talking to. So I'm just going to kind of skip to a thread back and forth. I'm just going to straight ask, what do you know about me already? So let's ask, what do you know about me? And let's see if the AI now has that information. And boom, you're associated with Jody Michael and Associates, a firm known for its comprehensive approach to professional coaching, including, I mean, how incredible is that? So again, no client's going to ask, how do you know about me? But what they might ask is something like this. How can your system help me specifically? Now, because the AI knows, watch what happens now. Can be particularly beneficial in a number of ways. And boom, check out the incredible information that it's been able to create because it knows who it's talking to. I'll just do one more because I love this. What kind of leads should I look for? Here we go. The AI knows who it's talking to. Jody came to our website from any place, and the AI knows who it's dealing with. How incredible is it for your system to be able to have contact-aware conversations? When it knows who it's talking to from that first contact, the AI can do so much better job at qualifying, at making sure that that's answering the questions in context to help you make sales.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. That was amazing.
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Joking. We got plenty more, but Guys, that is mind-blowing, and the conversions are way higher. Picture when you're doing a webinar or anything, and this thing is talking to them, saying, "Hey, how'd you enjoy the webinar? I know everything about how the webinar's content can now impact your business, and this is how." So that's contact away conversations.
So
Let's go to the
Kevin,
next one.
Kevin's just asked. So guys, we're going to show you the demo of the leads tool in just a moment, right? So in fact, I don't think you could stop us if you tried. We really want to show you because it's like it's been our baby for so long. So we're definitely going to show you. So we showed that on that video. I'd already done the search. I was like, here's some real estate agents, here's some coaches, whatever. What we wanted to start this presentation is by saying how these two systems work together. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get leads for clients. Our whole system has been a white label leads program for the last 4 or 5 years. And we've had over 2,500 GHL agencies come through our program, use the system to generate for their clients under a white label. But now that we have this marriage with CloseBot, any leads that come in, whether it's generated through us or generated through any other means, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, that research can be done and updated so that your AI bots have full contact awareness when they're having their conversation. And now it's not just tell me about your business. It's not one-sided, if that makes sense. We load up the knowledge base in CloseBot. We have all of the different threads in the background of CloseBot. So CloseBot knows about me and it's answering questions about me. But now I can have a lead come in and the conversation is contact aware. So not only does it know about me because I've loaded up the knowledge base, but it knows who it's talking to. So we wanted to start the presentation there. We wanted to literally say, we're going to show you the leads tool in just a sec. We'll show you how you can search. Kevin just asked, how do we find the leads? We're going to show you that. And I'm going to walk that through. But we wanted to start by saying, look how these two systems work together. So cool.
Awesome. Thank you. So guys, all of us have used GHL. We've used autoresponders before. We send out the same email to 100 people. What happens when every email is now unique? So that is the next step in hyper-personalization. So deliverability rates go up. This is where CloseBot shines. What happens when every chat is hyper-personalized? You cannot help but create higher conversions, which leads to more meetings, more calls, more clients. And here's another quick little video of how that hyper-personalization works.
All right, so hyper-personalization. Let me come across and share my screen one more time here for you guys. So hyper-personalization, we want to reach out knowing who the client is. We want to engage them. We don't want to sound robotic. It's even in the days of AI, especially in the days of AI, we need to be personal. So what I'm going to do, again, we'll get to the search. We'll do some live searches for you guys, but let me grab a list that I've done already. And Johan, I'm going to use you right now and me, and we're going to send 2 different people 2 different emails. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about by hyper-personalization. So here I've got a couple of real estate companies, Inspire Realty, Which Real Estate Agent, and I've got some different information about them. I've done my AI research. I've got a little bit about this company. I've got a little bit about that company, and I want to show you what happens now. So Johan, for today's demonstration, you're going to be from Inspire Realty. So over here, I've got Colin, who's the team leader at Inspire Realty, but I'm just going to edit Colin's email address and make it yours just for now, okay? So here we go. You're going to be Colin. Okay, just like that. And who am I going to be? Let's see who I'm going to be. I'm going to be Thomas, all right? And I'll use my email for Thomas. What I want to show you guys, all right, is how 2 different companies can instantly get different personalized emails and any reach outs using the AI program. Okay, so hyper personalization. AI has done the research. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to say these guys. All right, so let's send across Colin, all right, from Inspire Realty, and let's send across, I think I was Thomas, wasn't I? Thomas from Which Real Estate. And we're going to send them to our CRM right now. So over we go into our CRM. And what I want to show you guys is that those emails send immediately and they're personalized. Now, you don't have to set up auto sending. So let's just go over to the system. We're going to go into our GHL and our contacts. And here's our contacts straight away. Now, this was Thomas, which was my email address. So let's see what was sent to Thomas. Now, again, this is all happening instantly, right? So we want to come in here and say, what did we send out? I noticed your business stands out. offers a unique comparison tool, allowing users to quickly find the best real estate agents in the area based on performance. Very unique to Thomas. All right. Let's go and see what was sent to Colin, which is Johan in this case. So, what was sent here? So, we have a very personalized. I notice your business specializes in property investment advising, which is crucial. That fact that you have an award-winning approach to help clients make informed decisions is impressive. 100% unique and hyper personalized. Now, again, we've spoken about before, you can change the prompts to have that research and that unique approach fine-tuned to reflect your own voice, but the AI is doing the heavy lifting. So what we've got is the ability to find those ideal clients and connect and communicate with them individually with hyper personalization, where the AI knows who it's speaking to and every single person gets a unique personalized message.
Wow.
So guys, as Johan, I love your finish off there. It's a wow. So literally again, we're using AI in the background to make sure we get that personalization. You can take us off the screen, dude. And all we're doing inside of GHL on any outbound messaging is just inserting a custom field. Right? That's it. So we just literally go, hi, you know how you say hi first name, right? So hi contact first dot name, drops in the first name of the person. All we're doing there is also just inserting that custom field into the opening paragraph of the email. Hi first name, custom value, all done by AI. Everything specifically and hyper personalized. And that can be on DMs, that can be on messaging. And again, only if your AI knows who it's talking to or knows who it's communicating with.
You guys are taking care of that. White Label Suite takes care of that. You guys that are using CloseBot, you know that we're a responsive system. We don't come up with that initial message. That's more of where you guys, White Label Suite, shine. You are lead origin, first message. You focus on finding the lead, starting the engagement.
Exactly right. Absolutely right. And so getting CloseBot to take over means you need to get the lead, the prospect, to reply, right? So we need to make sure that message, who gets too many emails, guys? Who gets too many emails, right? Anybody with their hand not up, right? Everybody gets too many emails. The only way you're going to cut through the noise of any messaging for your clients and for yourself is to make sure that you are being hyper personalized with every single connection. So we're going to show you in just a few minutes. If you're looking for CEOs in your local area, we're going to show you how you can research those CEOs down to a point where when you speak to them, they know that it's not just blanket. But in the background, it's AI doing all that heavy lifting. We're going to get to that. So I think we're there right now, yeah?
We're there. We're about to. I'm just going to lay out the scenario and the steps so that you guys have context, and then we're going to go into a live demo. So this one, how to help your clients book more leads. We generate the leads. We do hyper-personalized outreach. We book in the meeting, conversation. They get qualified. Close them, and then let's play show and tell. This is the scenario. We're going to go in. We've got 4 different types of search. The first one is the people search. We're going to look for CEOs of real estate agencies to implement CloseBot for their agents to have more qualified conversations. And then close them on a monthly retainer. Simple, easy. Over to you as well.
Yeah, so hang on. That's our scenario. Guys, can I just ask, who would be interested to be able to reach out, in this example, to CEOs of real estate agencies to be able to point them towards your own license of CloseBot, GHL, and show them how that system could benefit them and then sign them up for a monthly retainer? You just let me know. Would that be of interest? Now, you can swap out CEOs of real estate agencies for any niche you're looking for. Hey, how would you like to talk to CEOs of martial arts schools or founders of accounting firms and show them how you can hyper-personalize, AI communicate, and build your GHL CloseBot subscription revenue? All right, so let's go. And I would love to do this live with you guys. So this is the live piece. We're going to show you the software and how it all works. Can you see my screen, Mr. Johan?
We can. And Kevin had a question. Hey, Kevin. So who would be your ideal lead if we could fill the room with 100?
That was literally going to be the next thing I asked. Who can we find for you? Like, if I could put your ideal leads in a room, who would you like to speak to? Let's get some live examples here. So Let's play show and tell. All right, cool. So, I think Kevin said something like he was looking for a specific thing. I'm interested in using White Label Suite to find leads for my AI bot agency business. That's perfect. Business coaches, professional speakers, says Trevor. Hey, Trevor's here. Amazing to see you, man. Property bots. Okay, cool. So we're in the right space. So Johan was talking about this one specifically. We're going to talk about the company search in a minute, the domain search and the influencer search, which will blow you away. But let's start with the people search. Now, before we even kick this off, you've got a whole bunch of AI in the tool that can help you find your ideal niche. So I've loaded up some demo data. I've just, hey, I'm Better Business Coaching. I've used a couple of different sites there. I've used the Entourage as a starting point just to put some data. But you can load up information about your own website. And again, you can do this for your clients, text, Q&A, PDFs. So now the AI, you can come in and say, so based on what you know about me, you can even ask the AI to give you lead niche ideas. So who should I be looking for? It says, okay, well, based on your business, you should be looking for business owners in hospitality, real estate, e-com. You should be focusing on this kind of size of company. You can one click create these searches. So if my question to you was who would you like to get in your room? And your answer was, look, I'm not really sure yet. Let AI have the brain and, build that out for you. Okay, so let's go and do this search. So we say, okay, I want to find CEOs of real estate agents. So I can jump in here. I can go find me all the CEOs and I can say, let's pick a location. I'll just go New York as a starting point. So I'm looking for CEOs in, man, I didn't realize there were so many New Yorks. New York, United States, all right? And we can now get really, really targeted on these searches. So I might say, find me people just at a C-suite level. I'm looking for people with a particular employee count. So I want to say, I don't just want the little guys. I want that size of business. I'm looking for companies that have got a specific revenue. I'm looking for people in a specific industry. So we said real estate in this particular example. So we want real estate agents. There we go. Real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate. All right. So and commercial real estate. Perfect. So I can go, I'm looking for CEOs in a particular niche with, again, I can really fine tune who I'm looking for. And what we have coming back into the system means that you can immediately connect with these ideal people, right? So here is Nicole. She's a CEO of the Nicole Gary team. All right. She's real estate. Fantastic. We've got, okay, trying to log into LinkedIn, but she is the CEO of the real estate agency and exactly the kind of leads we're looking for. Now, from here, this is where we start to let the AI really go to work. So we say, these look great. This is a fantastic starting point. Guys, who would like to have conversations with the CEOs on this screen for a start? Who would like to have a conversation there? Yeah? So we want to say, cool, these are CEOs of real estate companies that we can approach about our bot business. Now, I want to do a bit more research on these guys. I want to find out exactly who they are. So going into my realtor list, and now what's going to happen is the AI running in the background takes about, 10 or 20 seconds. We're going to start to find out all of the details about our brand new list of CEOs in the real estate agent artists. We're going to get their other social media accounts. So we'll be able to connect with them on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube or Instagram. So it's still looking for a few here. We've got email addresses that are coming through. We've got so much information. So I've got not just an email address, but multiple email addresses. I've got where they went to school, like the history. And again, all of this data is coming back into the system. And again, now we go, cool, this looks like an ideal list for me to talk to about improving their real estate agency business. I want to be able to reach out to them. Well, what should I say? Again, let AI do the heavy lifting for you. You can get AI to do more research, summarize this person, find out about their likes and dislikes, create GMs, create email subject lines, email scripts, all right? Summarize them, create just a personalized intro. You can get AI to do all of that. Now, literally in a second, we've gone, I want this targeted client in this niche who have revenues of this and a company size of that, because what I want to talk to them about is specific. And then we can let the AI do all of the connection, and we showed that hyper personalization on that reach out, and boom, you're straight into connecting with your ideal person with knowledge to their ideal email address on their ideal platform with context. Anybody say cool? Can anybody say,
Amazing.
whoa? Nice.
That's my
Kevin
favorite
says, take
part.
my money. So we've got Kevin. We've like straight up. So freaking cool, says Benji. Amazing to have you here. So that being able to now we're going to do some use cases in just a minute for you guys, but being able to put the right people in the room. I'll just tell you a quick story. We have a client here in Australia who his name's Peter, and he's the CEO of an electrical, what is it, tagging and compliance company, right? Huge
Yeah,
company, right?
the weirdest niche in the world.
The weirdest
It's like,
niche of all time, right? And we were showing Peter this particular technology because Peter said, you know what, like when I do a deal with somebody, he's talking to Apple as an example. He's like, in Australia, it's the equivalent of Walmart or Best Buy. His clients are the mega retailers who are importing electrical goods and getting all of the compliance certification and everything from the factories where they're sourcing the goods. So I said to Peter, how can we help you grow your business? And he said, you know what? I fly all around the world all the time. I just want to have lunch with CEOs of ideal clients in every city that I land in, because that's how I do business, right? So Peter wasn't interested in shotgun blasting 20 million people at a time. Peter wanted to have lunch with CEOs in different countries around the world. So we literally launched a campaign for him called Lunch with Pete. And we literally did the search. We got his VA to do it, his EA actually. Where's Peter flying to this week? He's flying to Seattle. Cool. Find me the CEOs of electrical companies in Seattle and send them a quick invite that says, hey, I'm Pete. This is who I am. Can I shout you lunch? Flying in on Thursday. Love to have a conversation. And Pete used the tool to find the exact high profile CEOs and have lunch with his ideal clients in every city that he lands in. Who wants to have lunch with the CEOs of their ideal clients? Me, please. Do you think that would lead you to more business? Awesome. Sorry, over to you, Mr. Johan.
I love that story. That is awesome. All right, cool. Back to it. Let's go to now scenario number two. Where's my little button? There we go. All right, let's get through this. All right, next one is how to find and target the right niche. Now, somebody put in the chat they want to target home services, so we'll do that live for you in a second. This allows you to fill your pipeline with decision makers. This is the steps we're going to take. We're going to identify the niche, identify the location. We're going to search for the companies. We're going to understand their profiles. We're going to enrich the data, and then we're going to start some conversations. Scenario company search. We're looking for local service companies, and we're going to pitch them, CloseBot, to run their calendar and miss call text back. Over to you, Mr. Walt.
Okay, cool. So this is the company search. And guys, this is kind of where we grew up. This is where we started from. So again, I'm going to come back and share my screen. Craig, the bot guy, just asked a great question. Would this help me book 2 to 5 appointments to sell my bots, right? This will definitely help you identify the clients you're looking for. And we can never guarantee results. Can you get 2 to 5 appointments with this? You can get all the leads you want. But your messaging, the way you communicate, connecting, that's up to you. What we can do is put this on autopilot for you. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. What we can do is make sure you've got people to talk to. The way you talk and your approach is up to you. So we can't guarantee results. We can guarantee the software working, delivering the leads that you ask it for. That's what we can guarantee. So cool. And then, obviously your marketing and your communication and your contact. Would you want to have lunch with electrical importing companies? Well, no, but Pete did. So we can't tell you what you want to do with the leads. We can only find the ones that you're looking for. Cool. So company search. We said, how can we find local service companies? How can we identify them? How can we get all of that information? So this is our company search. As I said, this is where we started from. So I might be looking for, what's a good one? Landscaping. All right. So I'm looking for a landscaping company. Let's find in Chicago. All right. And we go like that. And I'll pop them onto a list here. All right. So there's 3 different levels of the data. It takes about 10 seconds to run. There's 3 different levels here. I call it primary school, secondary school, college. All right. So primary school, the first piece of data that's going to come back pretty much looks like a Google search. And in fact, you've got the business name, you've got their reputation, you've got their website, you've got their business phone number, you've got their location, and you can do things like this. You can literally say, you know what, I'm about to head into Chicago, and I'm going to be heading out to Highland Park. So let's do the search a little bit more closer to Highland Park and go. So it's very geo specific in this particular space. And again, this is primary school. Primary school. If you had enough time, you could go to Google and you could search for landscaping companies in Chicago and you could copy and paste them into a spreadsheet and you could have our starting data here. But you wouldn't have what's happening next because in the background, we've already gone to secondary school, right? In the background, we're starting to enrich this data. So this will be running for us. We're starting to see social media profiles. So, all right, cool. Here's an ideal client. I can see now, as a GHL agency owner, I can see if they've built on WordPress. I can see if they're running Google Tag Manager. If I'm doing an ads agency, maybe I want to know that they've got Facebook pixels installed. I can see their Facebook profile. I can
That's
connect
so
with them
powerful.
directly. So cool, isn't it? Like just straight from the dashboard, I can communicate with my ideal prospect just like that. All right. So I've also, as I'm looking at this, I'm also starting to find who works at these companies. All right. Now I can start to see the right person to speak to at any of these businesses. And let me just grab one that I ran last night, I think in my real estate space. Here we go. Realtors are really great for this.
What
So
kind
here's,
of
here's
sorry, what kind of filtering did you have on the company side too? Like revenue and stuff?
Yeah, so great question. So we don't have a revenue on this particular level, but if I enrich the data, so if I come in here and go, okay,
Then you
this
know.
particular person, I want to enrich that even further. That's when we go to college, right? So we go junior school, secondary school. At college level, I can get again where they've worked, what's their job history, how much turnover have they done, all of that kind of stuff. I can start to see their employee count, so I can filter by company size. All right, so I can now start to say only find me companies that are this many employees and above. I'm starting to get
So if
every
you
single
see it's a
social.
big company size and they're not using Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, like if that's your thing to provide big real estate companies with Google Analytics and Tag Manager, boom, a list of people that need your service, like just like that.
So guess what we've got adding to the program now? My dev team hates it when I make promises on the webinar, right? Because then it's like it's public. But guess what we've got coming? Are they running a chatbot? Is there a chatbot on the site? Now we are adding that to our dev. I haven't checked in with them in terms of timing on that, but we can already see, are they running pixels? Have they got what's the site built on? We're going to be looking for chatbot scripts, right? So that's going to, for our CloseBot people, imagine being able to search and then filter chatbot. No, hey, John, just notice that you're leaving millions of dollars on the table. All right. So, of course, when we add to the program, you guys, anybody who's a client gets all of those updates. That's coming. Public promise. We are building a chatbot. Is there a chatbot on the site? Filter within the search. So, coming. So,
That alone,
happiness,
if your service just did that,
right?
that's
How
huge.
beneficial to CloseBot, right? So, again, I don't know the timing. It's not this sprint, but the sprint after. So, the guys will do the research and find it out and make sure it's all
And the
coming.
thing is, everything White Label Suite does is like that too. If you looked at any individual feature and thought, okay, even if it only did this, how powerful is that for me? The suite is just packed with tools like that.
That's it. I love it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We actually we talk about, so Johan always describes me as the mad scientist, right? And it's so funny when we look at the multiple technologies stacked together. So we go, you know what, on its own, lead generation for the last 4 or 5 years for us has been a game changer. Like businesses just tramping down our door. We just want it and give us, give. Lead generation on its own has always been amazing. GHL on its own, absolutely phenomenal, amazing. CloseBot on its own, all right, needs GHL in the background until V2, I know, coming through. But CloseBot on its own is amazing. But now it's that mad scientist thing, right? I take a little bit from the red test tube and a little bit from the blue test tube, and I put them together and I go, when we go 1 + 2, we don't end up with 3. We end up with a multiplier. And that's your thank you, man. I appreciate what you're saying there. Like every feature of the program has been designed to help our clients, our partners, to help them win. Every feature of the program has been designed to help you guys win. We need to find more research. We need more data. We need to find the ideal prospects. We need to find them like this. We need to pinpoint, are they running a chatbot? Everything that we've built in the program is designed specifically for that. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. So you can enrich that data. You can bring it through. You can then synchronize it up. You can, couple of questions we always get asked, where does the data come from? We don't scrape data. Okay, so sometimes people might say the lead cost is more expensive than XYZ down the road because we buy all the data compliantly, which is amazing for you. as a white label license holder that you can present that to your clients knowing that you're compliant. All of the leads that come through, if they say, hey, where did you get my email from? We have this, what we call the transparency button. So we can literally come to exactly where that email address is listed, and we can find every single record within the company. Where did you get my email from? And that will open up the exact page where Bill Walsh's email is listed. All right. So everything is publicly available, legally sourced through compliant APIs, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
But
I
yo,
have to say too, some people in here may know this. Uh, Google's cracking down on bots that scrape at high volume and haven't purchased the data compliantly. So
yep,
if you're using a service that hasn't bought it compliantly and they're relying on bots to scrape for that data, that's going to go away. White Label Suite will not have that issue.
correct. Now, guys, you have to know and understand the compliance laws about connecting and contacting in your local area. All right. So you're 100% right, Bryce. Like the crackdown on scraping of data, we are paying for the data, so that's why it's coming through in the way that it is. But for every single state, every country in the world, the laws about how you communicate are all different. As an example, in Australia, there's a really steep law, I guess, on connecting and communicating with people, but that doesn't cover social media. So it's like you can connect with your ideal client on Instagram by just sending them a DM. No probs at all. But again, guys, you need to be aware of your own local laws when you're teaching your clients, when you're talking about creating business opportunity. You need to be aware of that stuff. So every location is different. I just realized I haven't been keeping up with the chat. So guys, the company
I got
search
chat
again.
covered.
You got it covered. Cool. Thanks.
Chat's
Appreciate
good.
it. The company search is really designed for that kind of niche awareness. We go, I'm looking for real estate agents. I'm looking for business coaches. I'm looking for home services. I want to run in that side of space. So our people search, which we showed you first, picks up, I want to talk to a CEO of this particular company. The industry search then says, find me all of the realtors in this particular location. So we've gone people, company. Now we're talking through the data that's happening in the background. Johan.
Awesome. Let's go. Next one is Dream 100. So who's heard of the Dream 100 concept before, right? Dream 100 is basically if you find 100 ideal clients, whether it's this month, whether it's this year to work with, there's only 100 clients that you couldn't, and it's not just a company. It might be a big organization. So there's only 100 in the world that you need in order to take your company from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 40, whatever, 1,000, million, whatever it is. So that's the Dream 100 concept. There's 100, my top 100 list. So let's identify those. Let's find the decision maker. Let's communicate with them using AI. Let's pitch an irresistible offer and then close the deal. So in this scenario, we're going to find some free PR, find some reporters in publications, reach out to them directly, build a relationship, send them your article, get published. We've had people get published in Forbes, New York Times, the Sydney Morning Herald. These are all, and usually you have to pay for these things. But when you build relationships, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Journalists are a little bit lazy. And if you send them an article, this one guy, he messaged me, he's like, dude, I use your thing. I send them an article about how ChatGPT is changing the real estate industry. He got published. That usually costs $15,000. And he's like, this is free PR because the journalist was too lazy. Anyway, I hope there's no journalists here. So if you connect with the right person, and it doesn't have to be about PR, right? This is about, I know who my ideal clients are. I need to connect with the HR manager at this company. I need to connect with the computer scientist at this company. We have people using this for headhunting. Not that you should.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
letting you know
It's a great use. Hey, I need a new marketing manager. How about you find some headhunting people around you? So there's a really great use of this, you guys. And so we're going to show you, right? We show you that you can pinpoint the companies that you want to work with. All right. But it doesn't have to be at the biggest level. Johan's talking about, talking to the owner of Forbes magazine, which we're just about to show you in a second, by the way. It doesn't have to be that big. Johan, do you want to tell the story about our pizza restaurant? Being able to pick the businesses around?
You do it. I'm just in chat.
Okay, cool. So let me show you. Right. So I will show and tell at the same time. So I'm going to create a list here of people on my Dream 100, and I'm going to go with Forbes magazine. All right. So this is my Dream 100. This is where we say, I need to reach someone. You know, when you do that, that you see on the movies, that mafia hit board is like, I need to get to the kingpin, but to get to the kingpin, I need to get to those guys and those guys and those guys and those guys. So if we were looking for people who worked for a specific company, I can say, okay, go and find me everybody that works at Forbes.com. All right. And we start to bring this back. So now we've got the managers, the sales managers, the senior managers, the program managers, the executive editor. Let's just keep going. Let's just see how many we can bring in. Let's see the kind of people that we can reach out to. So I can literally come in and find the right people at these big companies until I get to, oh, hello. Right now, the chance of Bob picking up my call would be reasonably slim, right? And again, primary school, secondary school, college, we first get this data, then we can enrich it, then we can find all the details and all that kind of stuff, second place. But you can now reach out to the right people in these organizations and make those connections. All right. So the pizza restaurant story, we had a client who we wanted to try and test. A lot of people ask us, is this B2B or B2C? Can you do B2C? Can you work with gyms? All right. So we asked, Johan, can you tee up your gym story that we've got a testimonial on an audio. Sure. Yeah, that's an amazing one. So, we had a pizza client, and we always say we are B2B, guys. So this tool is B2B. It's designed for B2B. It's designed for business to business. But we've been asked about B2C so many times. We also have a ton of training and YouTube playlists just on B2C data, right? But one of our clients was a pizza chain in an inner city location. So during the day, the city's full. Now that we're back from work from home, the city's full, but at night it's kind of quiet. So he was trying to really drum up business for lunchtime trade. So Johan was on the call with him and said, listen, walk across the road to the tall building and take the names of the companies on, that you walk into the lobby and you've got which businesses are in this building. Walk across and grab the business name. Just take a photo and come back. Came back and started to put those business names into this tool. Right? The one business at a time tool. And then got all of the details of people that worked at those companies and sent them a lunchtime pizza special. All right? How cool. How amazing to be able to do that. Our gym story. So Johan, I'll start it up and then you just play the audio if you've got the thing. Johan, getting fit.
It's all good. I'll go. Guys, I've got a dad buddy. And I've used my kids as an excuse for a long, long time. And I decided, hey, I need to get.
Yeah, I was going to be a lot kinder, bro. I was going to be a lot kinder.
Thanks, man. And so I decided I need to get rid of this thing. And so started looking around for gyms, found one, and there's 4 gyms surrounding this one, literally like a 2-minute walk from them. Those gyms charge $20 a week. This gym charges $100 a week. And so I've been there for 6 weeks, and I go, hey guys, what's going on? How are you planning to grow the business? Because it's great. I get to use all the equipment. There's no one around here. There's not that many people compared to the other ones. And they said, we're going to be doing Facebook ads. We're going to be working on a website. We're going to do a mailbox drop. And I said, dude, let me show you something. Who comes to your gym? And they said, well, business owners, lawyers, accountants, etc., like all professional people, because that's the price point they're at. And they called it Elite Fitness. So I said, great. Play on leads. Elite Fitness, let's reach out to the professionals in the area, the business owners in the area, invite them to your place and show them what makes it different. Send them to a page with a 2-minute video explaining what makes you different compared to everybody else and get them in. And then this happens. So let me know if you can hear this. This is the voicemail he left me.
Not yet. No audio yet.
You can't hear it?
Is it in your AirPods, bro? Is your speaker in your AirPods?
All right, can you hear me now?
Can hear you.
Dude, I just have to let you know, using your incredible software has now got us a meeting teed up with the CEO of Cricket Australia, Kevin Roberts. I'm like speechless, bro. Like he was like, he's checked out the page. He's like, I love your energy, mate. Like all the stuff that you said, it must be a CEO thing. And then he's like, mate, I'm looking for a place to train, and I want to talk partnerships. When can I come down, drop down? And he's only 700 meters away. So we've teed up a time for Thursday, 12 p.m. But dude, like, I'm such a massive cricket fan. So for me, it was like when I searched him up, and I remember seeing his LinkedIn thing, and it was Kevin Roberts, CEO of Cricket Australia, coming down for a meeting of Elite Body at 12 on Thursday. So, man, I just wanted to let you know, and I just want to say thank you once again, man.
So you guys aren't cricket fans in America. That's the equivalent of your NFL, right? Imagine you're having a meeting with the owner of NFL. Like that's huge, the CEO of NFL. Anyway, so that's a little story there.
it's so incredible to be able to do. And there's so many stories like that from people that have used the tool. B2B, clear win. B2C, there's some amazing stories. Private schools that have filled their engagement roster, all kinds of amazing stuff that's happened. So, Johan, I know we're short on time, guys. So
Yeah.
let's jump back and just finish this off and bring it home. What we wanted to talk about was you already got CloseBot. It's amazing. We want to make sure that you can get the right people into these conversations. And that's what White Label Suite is famous for. And of course, the name gives it away, right? It's White Label Suite. So you can actually white label this tool. You can put your own brand on it. We'll show you how you can put your logo up in the top corner, add your URL, where do you want to sell it from, and it's now yours. You get to keep 100% of the revenue that you generate. You can sell, if you get the right license, an unlimited copy. So it's White Label Suite. You get to sell this as a tool to your client. So we'll just steal through. We'll bring this home. I think we've got one more
one to
show you. Yep.
One more little tool. So, guys, one of the most powerful tools. This is mind-blowing. This is where I spend most of my time. So this is influencers, finding influence. Because once you have the product, and you've all got a product now, once you have that right product, how to get exposure. And live, this happened last week. In my Dream 100, I had an influencer, an AI influencer who talks about AI tech. We all have these on Instagram, right? And I said, wow, I want to get this guy. So I went in, put in his details, which we'll show you in a second. He's got 115,000 people on Instagram. For me to build a following to 115,000 people, it's going to take me a lot of time, or it's going to cost me a lot of money in ad costs. Instead, I reached out to him, said, hey, dude, do you want to partner with us? I'm going to give you a 30% kickback on every person that comes through your link. Here's what we have to offer. And he's like, I was going to charge you like $500 to do a post, but you're giving me 30% of every person out of my 115,000 people. I'm like, yes. He's like, dude, let's do it. Let's queue up all the videos, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the power to scale when you have a product using the influencers, this is the most powerful tool. This is what I believe is the most powerful tool in our little war chest here.
You used this week. You closed a $12,000 deal this week using this exact strategy.
Don't give away my secrets. All right, cool. So, searching for tribe leaders, right? So we find the tribe leaders by keywords, hashtag, follower count. There's tons of filters. We'll go through that in a second. Understand the demographics and psychographics. We don't do business with just anybody. We literally have to make sure their credibility is good, because if they're representing us, anyway, there's a whole thing on values. We have to make sure that they align with our values, that they are representing us the way we would represent, all those sorts of things. So understanding the demographics, psychographics, reach out with contextual conversation. So here's our scenario. We're going to use an influencer search. We're going to find those ideal people. We're going to do some deep research, understand them, see if they gel with us and our values, and then connect with them to make a partnership and create an irresistible offer together. So
perfect.
Over to you, Mr.
Yep. Let me jump right in. So this is our influencer search. And again, I'll run this search, and I want to tell you a really powerful method with doing this as well. So you might say, but I'm reselling GHL. I don't really have my own product, or whatever it might be. I'm going to tell you a really powerful method, but our influencer search works like this. We can search Instagram, TikTok, thanks, now it's back, YouTube. We can now go, and again, we start by location. So let's go New York as an example. So I'm going to go New York, and here we go, New York State. So now, as Johan said, influencers have different metrics than, find me businesses with this many employees. Followers is a thing. Like, make sure that I'm only talking to people with the right follower count. Make sure we're in the right area. How many actual engagements do they get on their posts? What kind of locations, languages are we talking about? Do they have a growth of their, there's so much that you can look at with an influencer, and all of this is available within the tool, right? So let's just keep it easy for now. And we go, okay, I'm looking for somebody, I'm in GHL, right? I've got CloseBot, and I've decided that real estate is my niche, right? So why not find influencers who already speak to real estate agents? So I might look for, let's go with real estate sales, right? Let's find influencers who talk about real estate sales, and I'll just add them to my list here, and away we go. Now, again, it takes a couple of seconds to run, but we're going to start to come back with our influencers who are in that space. Now, I say, you know what? Like, in the world of influencers, wait a minute, 160 million followers, 154,000 followers isn't huge. right? But if we go and have a look at these guys, so we wanted to find people who speak in New York to people who are all about real estate sales, all right? Real estate marketing and sales, Sean, all right? Pretty cool. So we are in the right space. We say, okay, you know what? This is a good starting point. And then, of course, we've already said primary school, secondary school, more data. I want to show you what happens when we get the data on these guys. And of course, then we've got our AI, we've got our research, we've got all of the cool stuff that we've already shown. But check out the data that we get back with our influencers. Now we can start to say, okay, how many followers? All right. Now, how many of these are bot followers? We've listed it as fake followers, but how many of these are bot followers? You know, you've got bots that just follow people or whatever. How many likes do they get per post? So if I can get this guy to shout me out, on average, he's got about 2,800 people in the right space that like that post, comments, etc. What are the hashtags he posts about? What are the mentions that he uses? What is he actually post? Like this is his post history. Okay. Then we get into, this is the cool part. Who listens to this guy? They're interested in travel, tourism, friends, family, relationships, clothes, shoes, handbags, accessories, weddings, business and careers, etc. He has a brand affinity with Apple, Disney, Amazon, Starbucks, and this is where we start to get really, really cool. All right. Who follows him? Now I can also do research on these guys straight from here. Brand new, Johan, added overnight, by the way. So I can add. So remember, Sean had like 94,000 followers, right? And I thought, it's not bad. But if I do a good job with Sean, Ryan sees that post. And Ryan's got 2.5 million followers. And I can also one-click add that to the list as well. Nate has got 2 million followers. Sia has got 1.4, 1.4, 1.3. So just in those ones, I've got the possible reach of what? Another 7 million people. So I do a great job with Sean, and just in his top 5 followers, another 7 million. Am I starting to pull a big lever here? Now, this is what I wanted to say is the very coolest strategy you can use. Now, Johan has an amazing way of working with influencers, but what if I wanted this guy to shout me out? How many times do you think he gets approached with that request? Hundreds, right? As soon as you've got a following, you're peppered with people going, please, endorse me, please shout me out. You'd change my life if you did. But what about if I went the other way? What if I made him look good? Sean, dude, congratulations on your success on the Instagram channel. Amazing to see your real estate marketing and sales domination. I love your content. You're absolutely amazing. Dude, I run a podcast or a YouTube series and we talk to people in the real estate space. I'd love to highlight you. Would you come and spend 20 minutes with me on an interview and tell me about your Instagram influence and how you got to where you are? I think you're amazing and I'd love to interview you. Now, and again, guys, I'm talking from experience here. We had a podcast that was in the top 5% of all podcasts in the world, which was pretty amazing. And this is the exact strategy we used. We found amazing people and we made them look good. Sean, you're incredible, dude. How did you get to where you are? You know what? And so Sean gets off that podcast and he's like, wow, that was such a great experience. Post on my Instagram. Right? If I'm selling a service where real estate agents can use chatbots or health people can use chatbots to fill the gyms, or anybody can, if I've got the influencer to go, great podcast with Walt, here's the link. And on the link is, by the way, if you're in real estate, would you like a free whatever CloseBot chat system? Bang, done. I can reach the right audience by making the influencer look good. Guys, is that a good strategy? Right? And now you can use this tool to find the exact people that can pull those big levers for you. Cool. Again, out of time.
Quick idea for people. I know we're out of time, but quick idea. You said there's a growth rate one. It'd be fun to go after the people with a low amount of followers but high growth rate and catch them early.
Nice. And get into that early stuff. That is very, very cool.
That, but that's powerful.
And Johan's just reminded me, actually, that podcast that I ran, that was how he and I met. He was shouted out to me as somebody who I should feature on my podcast. And hey, now guess what? Multi-million-dollar business later. Cool. So finishing this off, how to become the utility that your clients never cancel. Now, who wants to reduce churn? Who wants people to stick with them longer? You sign them up for CloseBot. You sign them up for your GHL. You want them to stick with you. we wanted to turn your system into a utility. Now, you don't turn off your electricity, right? You don't turn off your water. You don't turn off your internet. It's a utility. It's a bill that you pay every single month, right? So within the program, and I know I'm taking over, Mr. Johan, but just to be super quick, within the program, last year, we released what we think is the biggest churn reducer of all. We released what we call autopilot search. And what this allows you to do is get a client, set this up, find out who they're looking for, and then literally set up an autopilot search that runs for them on any speed that you want it to. So I'm looking for realtors, all right, because I'm a mortgage broker. I'm looking for realtors, and I want every single day another 20 realtors in my funnel. Right? And it runs in the background. Yo.
We're seeing my screen, just in case you think you're showing your screen.
I was showing my screen, but that's okay. So, yeah. Sorry, I'll go back a couple of screens, but you can set this up on autopilot, all right? So we literally have this running. So autopilot set up, I'm looking for this many people every single day. I want how many in my funnel dropping through, and you set this up for your clients, all right? How to become the utility bill is that once you've got the ICP, you know who they're targeting, and you guys as well.
Yeah.
When was the last time? Yeah, right. That feast or famine, let's get past it. Every single day, new people going into my funnel, personalized messages being created, running every day in the system, getting those communications, having that hyper-personalized connection. Johan.
And for your clients, guys, if you're generating 10, 20, 30 qualified meetings per month, they're never going to turn you off. Awesome. Cool. We're going to speed towards
speeding.
Let's go. So, ideas to discuss. So, guys, we're going to skip this part, but there's, we would usually go through, understand, play some scenarios, and then we could play show and tell. So
let's take a screenshot and think to yourself, how can I run an event with this? How can I find companies? How can I get to the exact decision maker? This slide is designed to make you think, how can I use this tool myself to grow my business? So take a screenshot and put the thinking cap on.
Awesome.
Cool.
And we've got so many people who use it to fill events, webinars, just their daily diaries, etc. So,
all right. This is the surprise I was going to say to Bryce.
The greatest lead magnet ever. So make your leads 10x more valuable for any client. This is the ultimate sales tool for businesses that are already generating leads. Because, hey, sometimes people go, I've already got enough leads. Well, do you? Let us show you some cool stuff. So this is how to 10x your profits. And here's the last little video.
So we've talked about how you can find leads. We've shown you how you can dial in to look for your ideal prospects. We look for companies and influencers, really narrow focus on single companies. But here's something that's really super cool. What if every single business that's out there already, that's running Facebook ads, they're already doing Google ads, they've got their YouTube channels, they've got opt-ins going on, they might not see the value in the leads. I want to show you something really, really, really special, because we've got inbound leads. And the verification and enrichment of those leads makes such a difference to businesses. So let me talk this through. Again, we've talked about the software itself. We've got autopilot search here, which we'll talk about in a little bit more detail. But what we're going to show you is that a lead coming in, any lead coming in, can now be enriched with data. And I want to explain why that's amazing. So think, just before I do this, think about a webinar, for example. You've got a webinar and people have opted in. Or think about a Facebook lead ads where they've opted in for a free whatever, or they've entered a competition. And I want to show you what happens next. Because with this program, you just made your customer a ton more money. And are they going to pay you for that? So we have what we call inbound lead enrichment. So we've got our own brand Prospect Falcon that we've already talked about. Let's show you what we mean by inbound leads. So we've got a little demo here, which we call lead ideas. Okay. Now, all I need to do is register, put in my details, the same as I would from a Facebook ad, from a webinar, from an anything. So I'm White Label Suite. Okay, so let me drop this in here. I'm White Label Suite. I'll just drop in whitelabelsuite.com. All right, I'm Walt. Okay, and my phone number and email, got it all there. And boom, I've just registered for the webinar. That's all I've done. Okay, all I've done. But let's have a look at what's happening in the background. Now, we've prepared this page to demonstrate the AI is looking for your next customer. It's preparing to respond to you. You will actually be able to have all of that data enrichment that we showed before when you search for a real estate agent or a business coach coming into the system and being enriched. So let's go and have a look at what makes that work. So there's two pieces to it. In the GHL space themselves, it's just a simple automation that sends a webhook. In the leads tool, it grabs that webhook. Let me come over here. It grabs that webhook and does all the enrichment for you. So let me come and see what it found out. Remember, all I did was I put in my name and email, and there it all is. But what has it found out? White Label Suite is all about this. What else has it found out? Some ideal clients that we can go for. What else has it found out? A little bit about our business that we can introduce into a thing. We literally, from somebody inputting their details on a form, on a webinar, on a download, on a Facebook ad, on anything at all, we now have that data in the CRM. Can you imagine how valuable that is to a business? In fact, if you run this for a business and you're enriching those leads, Johan and I are going to tell you right now about something amazing that you'll be able to do for that client that will pay back their investment in you 1,000 times over. So let's tell you all about that. Thanks, recorded Walt. So let's tell you all about that. So guys, just when I first showed Johan this, he said, dude, you went over my head. I don't get it. So I want to lay out the scenario. You've got a successful client, right? And you're saying to them, I've got this whole suite of products. It does AI chat, communication, CRM, lead generation. And they go, yeah, lead generation, we're fine. We've got our own strategy. And you go, yeah, I know you do. But what if every lead that ever comes through your existing strategy, everybody that ever registers for your webinar, everyone that ever buys from you through your Stripe account or PayPal, everyone that ever interacts with you gets enriched in the background? Now, I want you to fast forward 3 months. You've had 1,000 people come through your business, and every one of them now, AI has researched about that company. Now, I've got 1,000 leads. Now, what we used to be able to do, guys, is take a customer list and upload it to Facebook and get them to create a custom audience, right? They call it the lookalike audience, and that's amazing. They do such an incredible job. But what if we can take that one step further? What if the 1,000 clients that you've just brought in over the next 3 months have all got AI research and data about who they are, what they do, where they're located, their biggest pain points, all of that kind of stuff is in there. And then I just simply do one thing. I export out of GHL, select export, and now I've got a CSV with all of that data about my clients. And I just drop that into ChatGPT and I go, this is my current clients, their pain points and their businesses. Tell me my next 5 moves. Based on your existing clients and the pain points that they have in common, I can see that these are the social media posts you should be creating. These are the markets you can be going after. This is how you can take your existing data and turn it into your next steps. Because every lead that comes in, and Bryce, that's why this is so huge. It's not just about sourcing leads. It's about taking the ones you've already got and making them richer so that you can then take that information and grow. That's why I'm so excited about that strategy. Did I explain it well enough this time, or am I still like a bit mad scientist? Is that right? Awesome. Guys, does it make sense? I should ask you guys, does that make sense, you guys? Love it, says Kevin. Cool. Yeah.
Let's bring it home. Let's go.
All right, cool.
Inbound leads. Talked about this. Supercharge conversations on autopilot. Plug in the benefits for your existing clients. Just that prompt, getting your existing clients, their database, showing them what their next moves are is insane. And so we've done that. We've done some personalized follow-up. So what does our offer include? Guys, for those of you who've stuck around, thank you so much. And this is what we have to offer you. Fully white labeled, unlimited license off White Label Suite to sell to as many sub accounts or standalone licenses as you like. All of our sales tools, systems, ads, emails, landing pages, funnels, scripts, everything that we've done over the last 4 years. Our masterclass wall, live support calls, Q&A sessions, access to the community. Our special offer, it's usually $2,997. You guys get it because it's a CloseBot special offer, $1,997. And this is the tool.
So guys, you can go right now to whitelabelsuite.com. You can click on the pricing and you can buy it for $2,997. But because you're a CloseBot family, you're getting it for $1,997. All right, and that's a 12 months license. So as you go through, all of our sales scripts, all of our it's an annual package, all of our YouTube videos, all of our white label training videos, all of our snapshots, all that kind of stuff. This one is huge, even though it's like, surely that's standard, right? You can set your own price. So you can sell this for whatever you want to sell it for. As Lindsay said in that little screenshot, hey, dang, I just went and sent sold a whole dang $7,500 lead gen package. Need some help getting it set up. So that's Ebony responding there. This is the deal that we've got for you guys. The link's up on the screen. I'll pop that into the... Oh, Kyle's already beat me to it. Thank you, Mr. Kyle. You're a legend. Snapshots, training programs that we've sold for $4.97, teaching you how to turn yourself into a freedom program, teaching you how to make money with the snapshot system. All of that is included. Our masterclass vault with some of the biggest, most incredible speakers from around the world. You get access to all of those recordings so you can go through. That's like a university on wheels. Jess, as she said, not going to lie, these talks have been incredible. I haven't even used the leads yet. The talks alone are so worth it. Once I suss the leads, it's fire, baby. So we've got live support calls, Q&As. We have the community access. The whole lot there. It's whitelabelsuite.com/closebot-offer. All right. You get the entire system for $19.97. If you can find just one client, all right, you can nail it. Yes, Kevin, there is a monthly price that you're also getting as a special deal. You end up paying more. So guys, because this is white label, we give you all the sales tools. We've got ads, banners, emails, webinars, slide decks, call scripts. So we teach you how to sell this. Yeah. You get downloads, you get, all that stuff billed at $29.97. Let me just double check, Sherman. I think it's an annual rebill of $19.97. We'll make 100% sure of that. You get all. Do we have a guarantee? Yes, we have a money back guarantee. If you get in and for any reason, even if you just change your mind, if you don't like what we've built for you, 100% money back guarantee. One of the questions we always get asked is, how do I find clients for this? Well, you use the tool. Right? Use the tool to sell the tool. Who are you looking for? Use the ICP suggestion, get straight in there and let it suggest some ideal markets for you. And we'll go and grab that. So Kyle, our operations manager, I know is on the call. I'm pretty sure he's going to be shooting over there and making sure that annual price special is reflected for you guys. Right, how to supercharge. Have we covered everything? How to supercharge CloseBot. How to leverage true AI to have contact-aware conversations. That's a game changer. How to hyper-personalize every single communication. How to help your clients book more meetings. How to find joint venture partners with the right companies. How to leverage influencers to drive traffic. Cool. So hopefully we've covered it all.
Thank you so much. And this is one of my favorite photos. This is just after a nice dinner. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Laura. You guys are all amazing. And if you have any questions at all, please ask. We're here.
You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you provide to the community. I know our most powerful CloseBot users are also white label suite users, and that's telling. So thank you, guys.
Do we have a minute or two for questions before we close up? Anybody got any questions? Please put it in the chat. And if not, we're going to say thank you. And 3, 2, 1.
Guys, even after we finish off, you can ask our team any questions. If you want to, like whitelabelsuite.com, you can come straight over. support@whitelabelsuite.com. Ask us. So the monthly plan includes the same stuff as annual. Surely does. Absolutely. Get all that kind of gear. Just costs you a little bit more. The annual plan is the mega deal for the CloseBot peeps. And as you know, everything that we add, you get unlimited accounts. If you can sell one client, in 12 months, see how you go. So Marcus should be up the top for the monthly. You should be able to just toggle that across. Cool.
How much credits? 12 cents extra per credit.
Sam says, I'm always confused about what niche to pick. Sam, yeah, absolutely. It's probably the most asked question in the GHL space. In the Freedom program that is included for you guys, Kyle and I did a week kind of workshopping with people about niche selection and about all that kind of stuff, and you get that training for free. So jump in. Cool. Who's your ad blocker? Thanks, Marcus. Cool.
Ben said, how much UK data is it? We don't have any data. Everything is done real time. No
exactly.
database.
So we don't have a database, guys. It's not like we've got 3 million UK records. No, everything we do is live. So when you look for a UK business, you find if a new business opened yesterday, we find it. So we have access to, and we've tested this, every continent, every country on the world. And yes, when I say every continent, somebody challenged me with Antarctica, and yes, we found a scientific research lab down there. So yes, every continent, every country, anywhere in the world. Cool. Amazing.
All right. So
Bryce, thank you so much for the chance to come and hang with you guys.
Amazing. Yes.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you. We'll chat soon.
Thanks
everybody who
everybody.
showed up.
Appreciate you.